Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Normally I don't, put this type of stuff on this channel. I put it on my old channel, you know what I'm saying? This controversial type of stuff, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to roll with it today, right? So, some of you all may say that I'm late to the party. Jim Jones wearing a blouse. This was, news from last week. LaKeith Stansfield, news from last week, wearing high heels with a skirt. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not even like tripping anymore, for real. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could talk about the Illuminati, the powers that be, the oligarchists, and all the rest of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, the secret society, and they got black people, they trying to feminize black men and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you one thing. Let me explain something to you, for real. This is my word. There's no money on this planet that will make me wear a dress. None. Straight up. So y'all could miss me with all of that, the Illuminati and all the rest of that stuff. No, these men choose. They made a choice to wear a skirt, to wear a blouse, like what Jim Jones wore. And I know why. Because at the end of the day, straight up, let's take it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For those that are religious or once were. You remember like Easter Sunday? You remember like, this is in a black home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, white people can't relate, so it's a cultural difference. You understand? But you remember like when you would wake up, for Easter Sunday the morning, but let me take it back a little bit, a little bit before that. So you would go out and you pick out your outfit and all the rest of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That you would wear for Easter Sunday. Everybody went to Easter Sunday, even the drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? The murderers, the killers, all of that. Everybody attended at least one time out of your church, and it was on Easter Sunday, right? So next day comes, morning comes, Sunday morning comes, Easter Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Morning, you'll get up, your mother would, if you were a little girl, would perm your hair, would not hot comb your hair, if you were too, if she felt as though that you were too young enough to get a perm, you know what I'm saying? For the men, the day before, your father would take you to the barbershop and you get that nice clean cut, you know what I'm saying? So you can look all nice and handsome when you go to church. You understand? So, your moms would lay out that suit and tie and everything that you were gonna wear if you were a boy, and your moms would lay out that nice Easter Sunday dress if you were a girl, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, y'all attend Easter Sunday, and they'll, go through the whole ceremony of giving out them palm trees and all the rest of that stuff, drinking the blood. I don't even want to get into that, you know what I'm saying? But this is a side note. Y'all Christians kill me talking about voodooism. Voodoo is evil and demonic and shit like that. But y'all are doing the same thing when you're drinking the blood and in the form of grape juice or some type of juice to represent the blood of Jesus, and eating the bread or crackers that represents the body of Jesus. That is some voodoo shit. You're drinking blood and eating the body of that's another damn story. Anyway, so, you go through the whole ceremony, the whole ritual. You know what I'm saying? That Jesus died on the cross and blood and the body and this and that and so forth. And then after that, they let out the church and everything. And you take pictures. And when, everybody, the son and the daughter sits there and they take the picture. And everybody, the whole family says, you know what? Look at little Leroy. He looks so handsome. And then, for the little girl, they say, look at little Keisha. She looks so what? Pretty. And this is what I think Jim Jones wants the world to say. And LaKeith about their outfits. Because it sure doesn't look handsome. Let's just be real. It's nothing handsome about a man wearing a skirt, a man wearing a blouse. And I wasn't looking, you understand? But I'm not going to lie. I did look at Hassan Campbell's video, and Hassan pointed this out. I didn't. But Hassan said, I'm laughing because Hassan is off the hook. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Ricky seems to think that Hassan is sassy, and I have to agree with him on this one, right? So Hassan said that while Hassan was looking at Jim Jones with the blouse on, Hassan said, and look at his nipples. Yo! And it was true. You know what I'm saying? It looked like, Jim Jones had a training bra on. You know what I'm saying? While he's getting his nails did, and I said did, and makeup on his face. Talking about some I'm a model. No, Jimmy. No. No. But that's what they want, for real. We can't call him handsome. We can't. So this is what they're looking for. They're looking for someone to call them pretty. For real. And this is a shame, man. Two grown-ass men looking like that, man. Straight up. And stop it, you Generation X people. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of it. You know what I'm saying? We sit here and we talking about rap and how things have changed and how they infeminizing, you know what I'm saying, the black man, and rappers turn into this and that. And, man, miss me with that. We had two of the biggest in our generation. For real. We had two of the biggest androgynous stars in our generation. And you know who I'm talking about. One. One of them was Prince and the other one was Michael Jackson. Miss me with that. Melly Mel and the Furious 5. And where rap was in the 80s, prior to Run DMC putting on their Adidas and the leather suit and tie, the leather jackets and shit like that. Prior to, let's bump it up, prior to the 90s with Wu-Tang and Das Effects and Tribe Called Quest, all of us was wearing Tim boots and all the rest of that shit. Prior to all of that shit, in the 80s, they was rocking some feminine shit, some sus shit. So this ain't nothing new. I remember when I was a little kid, I can't believe my moms and my stepfather bought that shit into our house as an adult now. But I remember listening to come a comedian. And I used to sing that shit. We come and go. And I remember looking at the album cover and being like, and straight up back then I was into white girls, you know what I'm saying? As a little kid, I was like, oh man, that lady, that white lady sure is pretty. Come to find out that was Boy George, a man. Stop it with the bullshit. This ain't no goddamn Illuminati, no secret society, and none of this shit. This shit been going on for eons. And I'm telling you that there's a thing called choice. You have a choice in life. Nobody's forcing anyone to put on a skirt. Nobody forced Martin Lawrence to put on a skirt in Big Mama's house. Nobody did. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. They're willing to do it. There's a difference. Nobody's pointing a gun to someone's head and saying, yo, you got to do this. And let me tell you something. Even if, let's say for example, I was a star, right? And they told me, they stuck a gun in my head and said I had to do this or else. I just blow my brains out because it is what it is. You want to know why? Because if I'm willing to do that, how far do they want me to go? How far do they want me to go? Some things we have to stop it with the conspiracy theory shit. And we have to accept that some of the people that we look up to, such as the men that we look up to, are just straight up pussies. Straight up. Haven't you seen Dougalicious from Boondocks? Don't you realize that? What's that shit? This is a great example. Not The Wire. The other shit. The dude is that he passed away. May he rest in peace. It is The Wire. My fault. Let me take it back. It is The Wire. Yeah. So haven't you seen The Wire? I forgot the dude with his the cut across his face. He was thugging, but at the same time, he was gay. So this is not far-fetched to see Jim Jones saying, I'm a model, and walking down the catwalk looking sus like a motherfucker with a blouse and some purple-ass leather jeans on and some combat boots on. Like, I'm not disappointed. I was disappointed when we allowed Jim Jones into the music industry. When we allowed him to use the name Jim Jones. Black people should have been shut his ass down a long fucking time ago. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or who I'm talking about, or whom I'm referring to, is the real Jim Jones. The real Jim Jones was a white pastor that forced black people, several hundreds of black people, to drink Kool-Aid with cyanide mixed in it. And if it wasn't cyanide, it was some type of poison. Some type of poison to the point when they drunk it, they instantly died. So it's amazing how we have allowed this man to have a career when he's named after a white man that literally killed hundreds of black people. If you don't believe me, look it up. He was a cult leader. This took place in Africa. Black people that had hope and faith in them, poor black people. He led them to their demise. Not just men, women, and children. See, we got to stop looking up to these actors, to these stars. We have to stop it. Because you know one thing that I realized? Stars can shine so bright to the point where they can blind you. They can blind that third eye. And while you're over there looking at that star, everyone else is plotting against you. And you won't even see it coming. Because you're so focused on over here. On Jim Jones wearing a blouse and LaKeith Stansfield wearing a skirt and high heels. You're not realizing these gas prices are extremely high. And we're entering into a hyperinflation. We are in it. We're in it. But we're so infatuated and so invested into our stars to the point where we don't even see that we're literally going through some shit. When we go to that pump to pump that gas. Shit, I just put $50 in the motherfucking gas tank. And it was already at a half a tank. And just today, I just drove a couple places. And I had to put $11 back in the gas tank to fill it back up. And this is the point that I'm making. So I am glad that I put this video on this channel. I am glad. Because it goes along with the channel. When I talk about hyperinflation, when I talk about politics, when I talk about how we're supposed to be independent. This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be some accountability on the behalf of the artists. Straight up. We blame everything on these people that we can't see. These so-called men that sit behind the curtain. The puppeteers that we can't see. We don't even know their first name and last names. And when we do, we take wild guesses like the Rothschilds. You know, we say the families, the elite families and shit. The Rothschilds. Okay, who specifically? Who? I would say Donald Trump or some shit. You know, he's part of the Illuminati. We don't know who the fuck is part of the Illuminati. We just don't. We really don't. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? We blame the Illuminati when we want to take the blame off of our artists that really don't mind wearing dresses. That really don't mind wearing skirts and shit. That really are weak-minded. And it's just that plain and simple. I don't give a fuck who's giving blowjobs. I don't give a fuck who's gay and this and that when it comes to our actors, you know what I'm saying? Our actors, or rather our artists. I don't care. Because I don't take none of them serious anyway. Straight up, I really don't. I don't look up to them. I don't look up to them, and neither do I allow my children to look up to them. Or I don't allow my children to have their role models to be fucking basketball players or football players or rappers or singers. I don't. Straight up. Why? Yeah, you know what? LeBron James may be a genius when it comes to that court, the basketball court. Outside of that, it's something different. So yeah, man, you know, when I seen that Stanford, you know, I just thought about it in a different way, you know, and I mean, I'm just looking at it like maybe they just want somebody to, you know, come up to them and be like, hey, Jim, man, I seen that picture you had, you know what I'm saying? I seen you, you know, on the catwalk or whatever have you, man. You look pretty. Maybe that's it. Maybe LaKeith Stansfield, you know, with him taking that picture, you know, I went to his IG, you know what I'm saying? And I seen a few sus, you know what I'm saying? You know what's so funny about these artists? They put some shit up, they post some shit up, and then they take it down. You know what I'm saying? They have hundreds of pictures, and then the next day they have 0 pictures. You know what I'm saying? And straight up, that's like just about every fucking artist that I know of. You know, but you got to catch them when they got all their pictures up, and that should be looking suspect like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I managed to see some of the pictures before he deleted some of them shits, and I'm like, oh, okay, this nigga been like sassy and shit for real. So ain't nothing new. Like, had I known he was like that, then it wouldn't have took me by surprise in the very beginning when I saw that picture of LaKeith Stansfield with the dress and shit like that. But at the end of the day, maybe he just wants somebody to come up to him and say, hey, LaKeith, or whatever the hell his name is, yo, man, you straight up, you look pretty in that skirt. I'm not going to be the one to do it, but maybe he wants somebody such as yourself to do it. Maybe that's his thing, man. I don't know. I don't get dressed up in dresses and skirts and blouses and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on IG like Jim Jones talking about some, you know, I'm getting my face, you know, makeup on my face and my nails did at the same time. And I'm a model. I don't do none of that shit. You understand? Straight up. I don't want to give women the wrong impression of me. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, the thing of it is when the doors are closed, I want to, you know, I'm gonna whip that shit out and I'm gonna let them know, you know, this is what it is. I don't want them to get that misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Nigga wear a dress one day and then, you know, he handles some things in the bed and it's like, I don't know. What the hell is up with Langston? I ain't gonna never be no questions about that. Straight up heterosexual right here. 100%. Hey, let me tell you something. If y'all trying to get rid of women, I'll take them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to deal with the men that want to deal with men, it's cool. No problem. You know what I'm saying? Bring your wife, bring your girlfriend over here. I'll take good care of her. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, we need to prioritize. For real. We need to focus on our lives and stop focusing on these stars. That's literally blinding you. We spend so much time talking about what this person got on, how many gold chains this person got. Yo, seriously, man, at the end of the day, the music industry, but in specific hip hop culture has gotten horrible, man. Like, yo, I'll say this, and this goes along with the narrative with what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that the Illuminati is doing this shit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when did it ever become a time where men just gossip about other men? For real. Like, I seen the other day where people, this whole shit about how the baby has to pick and choose what side he wants to be on. Like, either he gonna mess with Lil Durk or he gonna fuck around with NBA YoungBoy. And I'm like, what difference does it make? And then another post I seen where they said Spot got his gold teeth taken out and now he got his diamond teeth taken out. Now he got all gold teeth. Like, what the fuck? This is gossip. And this is coming from men. When the fuck men ever gossip like that? It's cool. I wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, when I was a little kid, and I hear my mom's talking, you know what I'm saying? The worst gossipers, the motherfuckers that talk the worst shit about people are church folks. And I'm not talking about my mother in that aspect. I'm just saying overall. But it was fine back in the days to hear my mom gossiping and saying, you know, talking to her girlfriend and he, you know, talking back and forth. But I've never ever in my life woke up and you know, my mother's husband, I never heard him on the phone talking about, man, you know, Spot'em got him, you know, got his diamond teeth taken out, and now he got gold teeth. What the fuck? So kill it with that shit. Kill it with that Illuminati shit and all the rest of that shit and that feminization and emasculating man and this and that and so forth. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, there's a thing called choice, and men make choices. They have free will. They have a choice, a decision whether they want to wear the dress or not. Whether they want to be in a film like Pulp Fiction, getting bent over or not. I could keep on going with this. This is nothing new. This type of attitude or mentality of black men doing feminine shit on camera as well as off, it ain't nothing new about it. Prince wore pants with his ass cheeks hanging out. Get the fuck out of here. Don't blame this on the new generation. This is our shit. This is our doing. In the 80s, niggas, Shalimar, all the motherfuckers was looking like chicks. Get the fuck out of here. Was Illuminati doing that shit back then? Fuck out of here, man. I'm not trying to hear that shit. The Illuminati turned Michael into a fucking white girl. That's all I want to know. Michael Jackson turned into Elizabeth Taylor overnight. Fuck out of here, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as Illuminati. That's not what I'm saying for all you fucking conspiracy theorists. I'm not saying that no one, that they don't have some type of power over people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, at the end of the day, there are certain, I'll put it to you like this and then I'm done. There are certain things that I'm going to do. Let's say, for example, a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, there are certain things that I'm going to do and there's certain things that I'm not going to do. And those things that I'm not going to do, it's under no circumstances that I will do. In other words, if you a man, you have to stand on your morals and principles. So stop it with that bullshit about well, they had to do this and don't nobody have to do shit. Everybody has free will. No matter if the consequences or the end result are negative and positive, if you choose to do shit for yourself or whatever choices that you make, you still have a choice. And at the end of the day, nobody stuck no gun to that nigga head, Jim Jones, to wear that blouse, and nobody stuck a gun to that nigga LaKeith to wear that dress and them fucking damn high heel shoes that he had on. So this is my point. They just want somebody to say, you know what, Jim, you look pretty today, and LaKeith, you look pretty today. Fuck out of here, man. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.